Today, the thing I was really interested in seeing what kind of tools I can make this bot more powerful with if I can get it set up. And I think the one thing that would really make this thing powerful is being able to set up email and then it can start doing outreaches, because right now the number one constraint is just getting more bookings, getting more people in through the door, and that's the only thing I should literally be focusing on and nothing else. So I am kind of pissed today because why I'm so pissed is because I installed the bot when it was still formerly called ClaudeBot. And because of that, I had some configurations that were like messing up, you know what I mean? So sometimes the environment variables weren't properly loading, or the bot wasn't doing exactly what I wanted, or referencing things. And I just got so upset with the bot. Like literally I'm just trying to get away from all that stuff because I've just been debugging the computer for a couple hours now, and it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating to debug this because I know this is not what I should be focused on right now, and this is something that is just in the way. And the number one thing I should literally be focusing on is just marketing and creating more assets that can bring people in, you know what I mean? Other than the Facebook ads running, what I'm trying to do is connect this thing to a agentic box where it can connect the tools, and then from there what it can do is just start sending out emails, doing research in the local environment on people that makes sense of like, hey, who can I contact, and then who can I potentially work with, where it can just start doing things on its own. So I created a basic CRM inside of what's it called? Inside of Google. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use this tool called Agent Mail, which I heard some people talking about it online. And what it basically is it's pretty much an inbox for your agents. And right now I think the free plan offers, well, you can't customize your domain unless you upgrade, obviously. But I think it's roughly right now somewhere between 20 and 25 custom emails per day. Not bad just to start with, and I think that's just fine for now. And if it actually does start closing people, then that's cool, you know what I mean? And the other thing I'm thinking of is how can I start creating either some sort of inbound marketing, like by producing content, I guess. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing here, you know what I mean? But I don't know, does it make sense to just consolidate my focus and really just work with just the paid ads that are coming in? And today, I'm going to be honest, it's been kind of slow. I only had one booking. And I'm not sure, like, what happened? Did the ads just kind of dry up and everything just kind of like popped off in the first few days and that's really it? Is it meta? I mean, I haven't really done much other than raise how much I'm spending, which does kind of peeve me, you know what I mean? It does kind of peeve me. And I'm just wondering what the heck is going on here. But the next step is to just get this thing automated so it could start reaching out and getting me clients. You know what I mean? That would be cool. And then at the same time, I'm just hoping the next person I have a call with today later at 4:45, if it's just gonna go through and kind of get us where we want to go next with it. And yeah, that's just kind of like the status update right now. I've literally been debugging this thing for hours now, and it's just very frustrating. I literally want to get it. I'm just gonna have to step away from my computer and just come back to this thing because it's annoying, you know what I mean? I shouldn't be focusing on this. This is not the highest leverage move I can be doing right now. And yeah, I've been doing that pretty much all morning. And it's just very frustrating, you know what I mean? All morning into noon. And this is not moving the ball forward. This is just dealing with bullshit with my own agent. You know what I mean? I see people, what they're doing is they're pretty much copying the same structure and format over into their own, I think they're calling it, what's it called? Open Claude or something like that. It's pretty much the same thing, but using Claude as the primary agent running things. And the thing that really makes these agents magical is with like the cron jobs, where it kind of feels autonomous. And I see some people creating these frameworks online with it where it's pretty much doing the same task and it's just giving them pretty much the same result, you know what I mean? It's just this autonomous thing that is working on itself, and on top you're using Claude, which is way better than any of these other models. Plus I've been testing with X 4.1 Flash. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any sort of difference, but we'll see nonetheless. Alright, so I got the bot to send out its own email with agent mail. It actually just sent out the email to me. So we got this bot email right here, sent it out. Temporary email for now, but I was like, hey, can you actually get the email out, you know what I mean? And can you actually show me if you can use the skill? Hooked it up, whatever, and we're good. Other thing is, after battling and configuring everything from all the BS I had to deal with, from like the configurations, the messy files, the misplacements in terms of like how the bot is waking up, what files and stuff like that it's getting access to, I was able to fully resolve that, fix it. Now my bot is back and online running exactly as it is. And the only reason why I put up with that entire mess is, one, because sometimes I'm stubborn, and I think like one time I asked like a really great coder, just some random guy, and he was supposedly like the number one best guy, like one of the number one guys at his company. He says a top quality trait is being absolutely stubborn, and that's kind of true, you know what I mean? And sometimes I feel very stubborn when I'm trying to solve something, and I won't stop until it's absolutely done. But anyway, got it out of the way, got it working, so I am a bit uplifted in terms of just how I feel right now with everything, because now I can just kind of cruise and get shit happening, because that was a massive fucking blocker earlier in the day, and now it's out of the way, and I can do my thing now, and now we can just really see if Argo out here can start launching emails, you know what I mean? If we can start setting cron jobs and tasks, so every single day we have 20 emails that just get launched, you know what I mean? So I think I would send them in batches just to not get flagged or in trouble. But regardless, we got these up, we got these going, and now we can have our agent sending email. That's another fully automated channel. And honestly, I freaking hate sending cold email, and I'm really not a fan of using the tools. But hey, if my agent can be an absolute beast and close people through email, that's amazing. And here's the kicker. This is just a bot who has access to 20 emails. Imagine if this bot can send 3,000 emails a month, you know what I mean, at a fraction of the cost of what you're paying online. And I think that's a pretty big unlock. But once again, shout out to these guys called Agent Mail. I heard of them online, so I finally got them integrated. And yeah, now we're about to be testing out their service, using it, seeing what happens. And yeah, it's a pretty cool service, so that's not bad. But yeah, that's pretty cool. We just got everything hooked up, so I'm pretty hype. I'm glad. And right now I switched to Minimax. Kimmy sometimes is a pain in the ass, and I want to just give Minimax now a fair shot, because I was using Kimmy for a lot of this e-commerce store operations, and I feel like it was excelling at a few workflows there. But now I'm going to give Minimax a shot, and we'll see what we do from there. Just a quick update. So I was able to create a mini agent army where they research my prospects, they do outreach for me in the local area, and I just launched my sub agent, which I'm calling him lead agent, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But we pretty much got right here. I'll show you guys like the internal stuff, like what's going on. But as you can see here, the primary orchestrator agent, it was able to launch the sub agent, and it's going to get back to me in a bit with some research, and it's going to go and find 5 local people in Sacramento that I can potentially reach out to. Now this is going to be a huge time saver, because every single day I'm going to have cron jobs set out to find 50 potential prospects that are not already inside of the CRM, and they are going to be added inside of the CRM here. So as you can see, 1 second, let me just make sure the focus is on and working. All right, this is gonna be a bit difficult. I guess I gotta turn on the light because it's getting dark in here. 1 second, bear with me. So we gotta turn on the light, because I know you guys can't see anything. But this is some pretty exciting stuff, if you ask me. All right, Jesus, I don't even think. What the? This is way too bright. Is there focus on? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So now we have, we created our CRM. The CRM is just gonna have some basic information here. So some interesting dynamic fields are gonna be the title and the role of the company and business, a little bit about them. There's also going to be the, what's it called? The research, and then the pain point. So the research agent got spawned to find some locals, and what's gonna happen here is it's going to do research on them, so like some sort of like little value add for one of the follow-ups. So it's very personalized, all these emails. There's going to be pain points added where the bot is going to mention any pain points, a little bit about the potential prospect, and then hopefully these fields can get populated correctly and filled out. So I'll show you actually the internal structure of what these agents actually look like. And so I think maybe the bot got the agents, but anyway, we have an email agent and we have a lead agent. So this lead agent basically goes out and prospects people, and the main orchestrator agent can launch them, or we can just set up cron jobs to specifically launch at very specific times. And then this email agent is the one that actually is going to use these various different scripts based on the prompt we give it, and it's going to have like this main prompt here. It's going to have these follow-ups, and it's going to be hopefully following up with our email list, right? So we want to have this thing fully automated and just get people, or what's it called, get leads, right? And that's pretty much the most important thing. Right now I just got an error from the agent that said it failed, so I don't know why. I'm just going to troubleshoot that. All right, this is going to be the final one. So we actually were able to get the bot to put in some leads into the CRM here. So I'm not going to reveal obviously their personal sensitive information, but as you can see that it's very possible, whether you're hooking this up to a scraper API or even just doing web search to find their information, even if you just give it access to tools, maybe Yelp or whatever, you can definitely get this thing to reach out for people, and or just reach out to people and potentially start landing leads. So we'll see if we can even get some leads or even booked calls through this. So we'll see. But yeah, other than that, that's I think gonna be all for today. There's a lot I had to deal with just mentally, just tolerating some of this stuff, but tomorrow we'll resume and see where we can pick up.